So this is the Google Pixel 9 Pro XL, and those are going to be the top 7 clear cases that are under $20 that you can get on Amazon or on another website. So we're going to judge these based on grip, clickiness, weight and size, drop protection, clear cases, camera and screen protection, and MagSafe strength. And the key thing for us is which one of these 7 top clear cases are going to be the least likely to yellow. Reason why we're focusing on a clear case for your 6.8-inch display Google Pixel 9 Pro XL is because of the premium finishes. So Google went out of their way to make their phone nicer with better buttons, better aluminum sides, just make the camera bump look more premium, and they have more premium material. But if you're covering that up with a case, then you're really not letting people see how premium your phone can really be. So let's take a look and let's see what case makers like Spigen, Tauri, Torras, Caseology, and Oterkin are offering, and then let's compare it to the Otterbox SYMMETRY, because that is usually one of our favorite clear cases every year for your Google Pixels. These are going to be some of our favorite made by Google cases that you're going to be able to buy on the Google store, but these are going to be way more expensive. You have our favorite case from the Made by Google collection, which is going to be on the Casemate Clear case. And just for reference, these are super thin cases, so they weigh about 30 grams. So this is going to be our Spigen Ultra Hybrid Clear case for your Pixel 9 Pro XL. It is crystal clear, and the Spigen Ultra Hybrid is generally the gold standard in terms of these sub $20 clear cases that you're seeing. This particular case is going to cost you $15.99. It comes with a PCU back, a thermoplastic polyurethane TPU sides for the bumpers, which is just standard across all of these clear cases now, because what they do is that the polycarbonate back is going to be more stiff and firm, so it gives you more scratch protection. And they have thermoplastic polyurethane TPU sides, so those bumpers are going to be a little bit more squishy and less slippery. So the Spigen Ultra Hybrid will come with the Spigen air cushions, which has been standard on all of these cases for 4 or 5 years already. And there's going to be military grade drop protection, and it's going to be infused with blue resin, which is going to help it stay clearer longer. In terms of weight, your case is going to weigh 37 grams total, so on the lighter side. So you can see that the case looks two-piece. You have the polycarbonate back here, and you have the camera guard as well as the bumpers made out of the TPU. I wish they made this into one solid piece. That would have made it a little bit more clean looking. But overall, this is a classic Spigen case with inlays. You have the air cushion technology in the corners. It's really just like a little piece of plastic air bump there. The secret is that the casemate is going to look all one piece versus a two-piece design you get on your Spigen. So the Ultra Hybrid does not come with a MagSafe magnet or a magnet on the back, but you can get versions with it. Bumpers are going to offer good protection on the Spigen because they are 3 millimeters thick. And as you can see, in terms of slip protection, the polycarbonate back is sticky to your fingers, but it's not going to be the stickiest of the bunch. And my basic assessment on the Spigen is that it is a medium at everything. I wish they made the camera bump protection thicker because it is somewhat exposed if you're going to be laying it flat on a table, but overall it is a solid case. This will be the Torras Diamond Clear case. It's going to be costing you $19.99. The secret of the Torras case is that you can drop it 3x as many times as military standard, just like on the Otterbox SYMMETRY. It is the only case that we reviewed that can make that claim. It also comes with what Torras calls their 3rd Gen X shock structure and all-around air cushions, which we find is relatively standard now on all of their cases. The Torras is going to be delivering 1 millimeters for protection for your screen bezel and 1.5 millimeters for your camera bump. And this is going to be on the case. You can see that they've went with the straight edge design for your camera bump. So the entire camera bump is going to be raised here. The bumpers are going to be made out of microdot here, as you can see. Torras, you can also have the button replaced, so you can do a replacement button. So the Torras is offering slightly thicker bumpers on the top and bottom of your case. You're going to have better protection on the top and bottom of your case. I think the big thing for me is, do you like how they made the camera bar straight instead of circular? So this is going to be on the Torras case. It doesn't feel like a fingerprint magnet either. So this is going to be the Tauri Clear Pixel 9 Pro XL case. It has a 1.9 millimeter screen protection. It will come with a 1.5 millimeter raised camera lens protection. It's going to be military grade protection as well. The secret of the Tauri is that it's offering you MagSafe at a very low price. It is claiming to have 200% more powerful N52 magnets than the cases on the Google website. And remember, Apple recommends MagSafe magnets at a strength of N45SH for their MagSafe cases and N48H for their MagSafe accessories. So on your Tauri Clear Pixel 9 Pro XL case, it comes with a 1.9mm screen protection. It's going to be coming with military grade drop protection. It's going to be coming with 4 corner airbags, and it's going to weigh a total of 43 grams. So this is going to be the Tauri Clear case. As you can see, it's coming with the micro dotted TPU sides, which is pretty standard. This is going to be that MagSafe case here. It has 2 pieces. You have the polycarbonate back and the TPU borders, as well as the camera bump area. In terms of overall protection for the screen, there's not a huge difference between 1 and 1.5 millimeters in terms of the screen protection, but for the camera, you will notice that the camera bump here is going to be more protected than the other cases. The case is also giving you additional material as well as bumper air cushions inside of the corners, so this is going to be able to withstand falls better, and the MagSafe magnet is relatively more powerful. And it does get some fingerprints, guys. It's not going to be the most fingerprint resistant, but it's still middle of the pack here in terms of fingerprint resistance. Overall, I would give the Tauri a 8.5 out of 10, and that's because it's giving you good value and it's giving you good protection, but I did wish that the back would be one solid design instead of having multiple polycarbonate pieces. This is the Caseology CAPPELLA case for your Google Pixel 9 Pro XL. It's going to be military grade drop protection. It comes with an ultra clear TPU with anti-yellowing technology. The Caseology's MSRP is going to be $16.99. So this is that Caseology CAPPELLA case. When you take it out of the box, you see that there's a micro dot pattern on these sides. In terms of the overall flex here, you can see that the case is rigid in the center. In terms of fingerprints, the Caseology CAPPELLA is pretty good with the fingerprints. I've been trying to put a ton of fingerprints on them, and it still looks pretty good in terms of overall fingerprints there. We're going to insert it into our Pixel. One thing about the CAPPELLA I wish they didn't do was put their logo here. So I'm not a big fan of the logos on clear cases. So here you can see that the TPU areas where the camera bump is most pronounced is not going to be the same as what you get on the polycarbonate back. You have the moldings, you have small air cushions, so not huge on the Caseology, but the Caseology in terms of overall drop protection, let's see how it does. So in terms of grippiness, I wouldn't say this is, in terms of grippiness, it is definitely not going to be as grippy as, let's say, on the Casemate case. Not as grippy, and that's on the Caseology case. So on the Caseology, I do like the grip pads on the sides. It does make it easier to hold your phone. In terms of the overall build construction, I like how the corners are much more protected. So if I drop my phone, it is still going to be looking nice and sharp. So let's talk about the biggest weakness. So for me, it's going to be the protection for your camera bump. So on the back cover of your case here on the Caseology, it's going to be about 3 millimeters, which is the standard size for the entire bumper area. But because the camera bump is inlaid inside of this back cover, you don't get a lot of protection. So it's going to seem flat. I think in overall looks, it's clean, especially because they use that rectangular design, but it's not going to be as protected as you hope. I did find that when I dropped it, I had stuff getting caught, and you get the least amount of camera protection out of all the cases in our group here on the Caseology. But on the front, the bumper is going to be solid. They come with grips. I do like the case overall. I wish the buttons were a little bit more clicky though, and really I wish they had more camera protection. This is going to be on the Oterkin. It normally costs $13.49. It's going to be coming with a clear TPU material with 0.1% Blu-ray molecule injection and a polycarbonate back cover. The secret of the Oterkin is coming with a 2.5 millimeter offset border on the camera, as well as a 1.2 millimeter screen bezel. So this is going to be on the higher, more protective side, and it has a 10-foot military grade guard. So this is going to be able to survive a 10-foot fall. Because the Oterkin comes with a screen protector inside the box, that does help raise its overall value. And this is going to be that Oterkin case. So they have non-clear buttons on this side, so that's going to be cut out in aluminum. That's an interesting choice. You also have a little bit of cushion all around. You can see you have a large camera bump as well on the back. This is what the Oterkin case looks like with the Google 9 Pro XL installed. And the key feature here is that you can see how the camera bump is protected. there's going to be a raised lip right here. So that's going to give you more bump protection. And it's also on the bottom, which I like. It's not going to look as clean, but you get to still enjoy the colorway that you've selected for your Pixel here. The buttons are clicky and they feel like buttons because there's a cutout here so you can rub your finger on them. It's not like going to feel like it's just part of the case. In terms of drop protection, in terms of overall grip, I would say that the case itself is pretty grippy, but I wouldn't label it the most grippy one in the bunch. It's actually going to be middle in terms of grip, but they are relying on the amount of protection they give you around the corner bump, as well as they have a more pronounced screen bezel. This is the ANTSHARE clear case. It has the lowest MSRP of the bunch at $12.99. It's going to be coming with a screen protector inside. It has 10-foot military grade drop protection. It has a soft frame side as well as a hard polycarbonate back cover. So basically TPU on the sides again and a polycarbonate back, 4 built-in corner airbags and a 1mm camera as well as a screen back lip, 1mm camera as well as screen bezel. So let's take it out. This is definitely going to be on the softer side relative to the other cases, or that's what it feels like. Here will be the standard screen protector. It's going to be on your camera case. I do like how this is going to be raised as well. So you have more shock cushion on the corners because it's raised. Same thing on the bottom. Raised again. The sides are clear. There's no micro dotting here. It does clearly show that it is a two-piece design. So you have TPU all around here and you have the polycarbonate back. Let's insert our Pixel phone. Overall, the Oterkin is a solid case. They give you good bumper protection. They give you solid camera lens protection. They also give you bezel protection. The buttons are clicky, but they're not going to be the clear buttons. So you do have to remember you're getting inserts there, and it comes with air cushions. So do I think this is a good case? Well, if you're going to drop it, it is reasonably protected. I wouldn't say any of the other cases inside of a review are going to be more protective than the Oterkin. It just comes down to the overall design that you choose. And if you like it in terms of fingerprints, this will be middle of the road in terms of fingerprints, but that's because it has a polycarbonate back and it looks clean and you can enjoy what your phone looks like inside this clear case. Now that I showed you what you get for less than $20, let's look at the Otterbox Symmetry clear case to see what you get if you want to get the most or one of the most protective cases for your Google Pixel 9 Pro XL. Otterbox is usually synonymous with great protection for your phone. You have these opaque side bumpers which just hide some of the premium aspects of your Pixel, but they do provide a lot of protection and they're very grippy relative to your standard clear case. If you look at the camera lens protection, it's not going to be as protected as you think. You'll find that some of the cases inside of our group, like the Tauri, are going to give you better camera lens protection than what you might get with the Otterbox. In my opinion, the secret of the Symmetry and why Otterbox makes their TPU borders opaque is that they're less likely to yellow if they are opaque. Another thing about the Otterbox is that it does come with great drop protection, and that's because it is denser. The material is going to be more squishy, but the buttons are still going to be clicky. If you compare this to some of the other cases that we just reviewed under $20, let's take a look at the amount of protection you get. So the bumpers here are going to be 4mm. Majority of the cases we reviewed are going to be in that 3mm in terms of the density there. In terms of the screen protection, you're still only getting 1mm, and in terms of the camera bump protection, you're getting about 1mm from the raised edges here. So the question for your Otterbox Symmetry Series clear case here, is this going to be worth 150% more than a standard clear case you can get on Amazon, like from Tauri or from Torras? Well, in that question, it's going to be your personal choice. I think the Otterbox was one of our favorite cases when we got it for our Pixel 7 Pro as well as for our 8 Pro. But for the 9 Pro XL, I just feel like having those opaque corners are not necessary here because you want to show off your phone. And inside of this case, you wouldn't know if it's a Google Pixel 8 Pro or a 9 Pro XL. So now let's answer your question. which one of these phone cases should I get for my Google Pixel 9 Pro XL if I don't want to spend more than $20? I think the ANTSHARE and the Oterkin are really great choices here. They're basically the same exact case. I've looked at them side by side and I can't really see any difference between them. They give you a lot of corner protection. They also give you protection for your screen as well as your camera bump. They're going to be very inexpensive. You can get both with a screen protector for less than $14 or $15. But if you're willing to pay a little more, I do like the casemate. I do like the Otterbox. The fancier, more expensive cases, they do add marginal value. So it doesn't mean that they're not worth it or they're going to be overpriced. It just means that sometimes you don't need something that's so expensive, especially as a clear case, because they all do the same thing. So my best advice is don't overthink it. Just get a good, solid, clear case. You don't need to go fancy. It's still going to protect your phone. They're going to be grippy. They don't cost a lot of money, and you're going to be protecting your investment. So with that, thanks for watching, everybody. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comment box below, and please hit that like and subscribe button because it really does help support our channel. And these are our Google Pixel 9 Pro XL cases. Check out our review on the Google Store Pixel cases, and I'll catch you next time. This is David with the French Glow, signing off. Bye, bye, bye.